and welcome back to StrathWorldwide with me, Mr. Glancy. I do hope that everyone is continuing to stay safe and that you're all doing really well. You join us for week 3 of our Upper 6th Art A-Level course. This week we're finally ready to begin some practical work. In last week's lesson, I challenged you with taking a wide range of photos linked to all of your emerging themes to help us get started with this week's work. If you need a recap of any of the ideas we discussed in last week's video, please click on the link in the description. What should the practical work look like? Good question. When we return to school, the majority of your finished and completed A-level work will be displayed on A2 sheets. For practical work moving forward, it needs to be able to be presented on a wall. So make sure that if you work in a sketchbook, you don't draw on the other side of your work. If you have any A2 paper at home, you can work straight onto that. If you have smaller sizes of paper, you can create a range of studies and mount your work onto A2 at a later date when we return to school. Can I work from a range of my images, or should I focus on one starting point, such as portraits for instance? As this is your first sheet of practical work, try to keep the images that you work from relatively broad, so use a wide range of your images. You can connect each and every one of them to your emerging theme with the annotation at a later point in the lesson. Can we see some examples of what the work should look like? Yes, of course. All work should be produced from your photographs or direct observation. Think about the size and scale of your studies. Vary the sizes to make your work look more interesting. Overlap different studies to create a busy visual effect. Leave gaps here and there for annotation to be added. Use whatever materials you have available at home. If you only have basic equipment, you can still produce accomplished work. You mentioned annotation. What's that again? Annotation lets us know what you are doing and why. Annotation should discuss how your images link to an emerging theme and describe the various techniques you are using to complete your work. It's very important that you add annotation, as it shows your level of understanding and adds a context to your work. For a little bit of extra help, click the link in the description to access the A-Level Art annotation sheet. Some of you might find this useful. It will give you some helpful tips, sentence starters, keywords to add successful annotation to your work. Once you've completed this week's practical studies, simply group your work in an A2 arrangement and take a photograph. Upload to me via Firefly and I can give you a mark and some feedback. If anyone has any queries, issues or concerns, please just get in contact with myself or Mr. Todd via Teams and we will get back to you as quickly as possible. Just for me to say, we will see you all again next week. Stay safe and see you soon.